Hi, my name is David Stano. I work down at the Virginia Institute of Marine Science, and I'm going to try to explain this experiment that we're doing with you guys. So this is for the first part of the experiment. It's for fish catch rate data that we're collecting. Each of you will fish 30 control pots, which will be 30 of your standard pots, and then you'll take 30 of your traps and modify them with our panels. So for the 30 traps that you're going to modify, in the box that you're given, you'll have what we call P3s and P4s. All the P4s will have a zip tie in one of the holes on the panel. So what we'd like for you to do is to insert each of these, hoggering them on to the trap, and so down one side of the trap you're going to put a P4, another P4, and another P4. And then on the other side of the trap you'll take your P3s and do the same thing. Attach 3 of them down the side of your trap. And then while you're fishing these at month 4, 6, and at the end of your season, which is about month 8, you'll remove one of each of the panels. And what we'd like for you to do is, for whichever panel goes in the vent, this will be the one that stays in the longest. This will be like month 8, this will be month 6, and this will be month 4. So as you remove them and send them back, just work your way down the trap. Okay. So each of you guys will be supplied, either by Beth or Aaron, a set of data sheets for your data log book. And what they'll contain are these sheets. And each time that you go out to fish your traps, if you can put your name, date, the location of where you're fishing these traps, and then as you pull each trap up, you'll fill out your trap tag number. You'll mark it either with a T or a C, whether it's a test pot or a control trap. And the control traps are just your standard traps. So you mix these in with your standard traps. If you can record the number of short females, number of short males, number of keeper males, number of keeper female lobsters, and then in this column here, any kind of bycatch that you may get in your trap, if it's of commercial interest, like if you get a rock crab or maybe a cod, something like that. Just the number, like 2 cod, 1 rock crab. This column here, what we're looking for is how many of the hog rings, the ferrous metal hog rings, you have to replace every time you bring the trap up. So if you bring the trap up and you have your 6 panels on this trap, and 2 of the hog rings need to be replaced, just write a number 2 there. Some of the data sheets will say the date broke, but we really don't need that since you've already dated the data sheet. So every time you guys go out, you'll fish 60 of these traps. You'll fill out 3 of these data sheets per trip that you go out. If you have any questions, Beth and Aaron's phone number is at the bottom, and as well as my cell phone, you can always give us a call. For the second part of this experiment, we're asking each of you guys to take 4 old traps and to outfit them just to soak them in the water. And this is for just degradation alone of the panels and of the hog rings. So what we've made, and Beth and Aaron will give each of you some of these. They're just a sheet of lobster wire, and they have 40 hog rings attached to it. What we're asking for you guys to do is just to take this and put this over the entrance funnel on both sides of the trap. So one of these on each side of the trap, and just hog ring it on with either stainless hog rings, or you can zip tie them on with cable ties, just so it stays in place. And this way it'll keep the trap from fishing while it's being soaked, and also when the time comes up, you'll remove this and send this whole panel back to me. Along with this panel, you're going to put some of our panels down the side. And what we'd like for you to do with the soak traps is to put these panels on the inside of the trap and hog ring them on, or zip tie them in place. This way, if they're inside the trap, the hog rings rust out, and it falls inside, we should be able to retrieve them. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a P3, a P4, and all the soak panels will have a white, thicker cable tie around every one of them. And make sure that when you remove these panels, you don't cut these off, because I need these to come back with these cable ties on them. So all these panels will be placed inside the trap, zip tied in. And Aaron and Beth both have some of the standard vents that you guys use. And if you can also put one of these in each trap also, and that will also be mailed back to me. Okay, so to fully outfit a soak trap, you're going to have your hog ring panel covering the entrance. You're going to have 2 P3s that you'll attach in the trap. You'll have 2 P4s that you'll put in the trap, and 2 control panels that you'll put in the trap. So you're going to have 6 panels inside this side and 6 panels on this side. And what you'll do is at month 4, 6, 8, and after 1 year, you'll pull up one of these traps and you'll cut everything off the trap and mail it all back to me so I can weigh it out.